dear students. I hope all of you are fit and fine. Last day we discussed about a few facts that help us to come to know or to understand the pattern of development. Today we will be discussing some other points, important points from the same chapter, childhood development. Again, I would suggest you to watch the old videos, old in the sense the primary videos where these chapters were taught for the first time by your previous teacher, and after that you watch this video because that would be helpful for you. These are kind of brief revision videos as the syllabus has already been completed by your previous teacher and all the study materials also have been provided. So jot down those things, the important things from the study materials, or collect the study materials if you have somehow forgot about them. Collect from your friends or download from the website that is available, I'm sure, and then go through the chapter obviously from the book. So today we will be discussing the stages in the lifespan. Okay, here the stages have been mentioned as well as the time period, I mean from which age to which age this stage is considered to be there in your life. That thing also has been mentioned. First one, parental period. When there is the concept of giving birth, when the parents think of giving birth to a child. Okay. Next one, infancy. Birth to the age of the second week. This is the time period, and I think these things need to be memorized. Okay. Third one, babyhood. End of the second week to end of the second year. Okay, there is nothing that I can explain regarding these things. You just need to memorize the stages and the time period. Early childhood 2 to 6 years, late childhood 6 to 10 years or 12 years approximately, puberty or pre-adolescence 10 or 12 to 13 or 14 years. Early adulthood 18 to 40 years. Middle age 40 to 60 years and old age 60 to death. Okay. There are some factors important for the growth and development of an infant. Hereditary factors of the child. Health of parents at the time of conception. Health and care of mother during pregnancy, especially during the first 3 months, which are considered to be very important. Birth injuries and defects, nutrition and care of the baby, environment provided during the early years, medical aid and care provided during parental, intranatal and postnatal periods, and cultural stimulation provided. These are the factors which are really important for growth and development of an infant. Now, growth and development, these two terms, you can feel like these are synonymous. But no, they are different terms and you need to learn that how they are different in this particular subject, home science. But now I would like to discuss that thing at first. Growth versus development. Growth refers to increase in size, height, weight, etc. whereas development refers to improvement in the functioning of the body process. They are different. Okay. Now, growth can easily be measured and observed, whereas development, being manifest in the form of improvement of behavior, so cannot be measured directly. So growth can be measured directly, but development, no, you cannot just easily or directly measure the development of anyone. Growth is limited, starts with birth to reach the maximum at maturity. You cannot grow throughout your whole life, no. Okay. Whereas development is a continuous process, we have have already learned that. I remember that this thing was discussed in the last video, okay, on the previous day, that development is a continuous process. Now growth refers to limited to specific areas, that is growth in height, weight, etc., whereas development concerned with organization of various aspects and parts of body behavior as a whole. So it is a wholesome process, okay. Now it doesn't indicate the development of a particular part of your body. No, that is growth, and development is totally a separate thing. Growth is an aspect of development, more wide and comprehensive. Which one? Development is more wide and comprehensive. It is closely related to maturation and learning. So, though natural and spontaneous, can be accelerated by environmental agencies. Okay, if you can change the factors, or if you can modify the factors that affect development, you can accelerate this process. Though it is a natural process, you can give it a little bit acceleration through modifying the factors that affect development. Okay. Now here, actually the factors that I have already mentioned, which are important and which affect growth and development, those have been explained very briefly. I would suggest you to go through them and follow the study material provided by Monica Miss. That will be really helpful, and that is important for you. Okay. We are not going to have any live class today because today's live class is suspended. I think you already know about that. So in the next class, I will ask questions from these portions, okay, that I am mentioning in the videos. I will ask short question and the brief answer type questions. So you please go through the chapter or the study materials, and I will ask questions from this one. Okay, so bye bye for now.